People say, well, give it to me and then I'll be happy. You say, it doesn't work that way. You got to be happy and then you'll get it. Well, I would be happy if I had it, so can't you arrange it so that I get, and we say the vibration comes first. You have to line up with it first. And you've already done most of the work. You've lived the life which caused you to give birth to it. Source energy has become it and has created this powerful energy vortex that is summoning you. The call of Source is so powerful. What does the call of Source sound like, you say? Harps. The call of Source doesn't sound, it feels. And the best word that we can give you so that you'll know that you're feeling the call of Source or the call of your expanded being, the word is relief. Every time. If you're feeling fear and you let go of the thought, you're not going to go immediately to joy and ecstasy, but you will feel relief. If you're feeling frustration and you let go of the thought, you're not going to feel ecstasy, but you will feel relief. If you're feeling appreciation and you deliberately beat the drum of appreciation, there still is relief. There is no place in this stream from which you cannot find an improved vibration, because the expanded version of you is always downstream calling you. So as you are reaching for the better feeling thought, you're going to feel better and better and better and better and better. Well, we like that way of explaining this to you, because never before have we found such a clear, direct approach to helping you to understand how it is that you are the creator of your experience. You live in a universe that is based upon the law of attraction, but there is a duality in that you are source energy who always offers a powerful, pure, positive energy vibration. And you are also humanly focused in physical form, which means you can focus on things wanted and unwanted. And when you focus upon things unwanted, you split the energy and you feel the discord. And law of attraction is going to give you whatever it is that you are focused upon. Because here in this physical body, with this brain you have, this consciousness that you have, this personality that you have, this attitude that you have, this mood that you have, right now, this is your point of attraction. You are not a puppet on the string. You are not source energy that came forth just to be that source energy. You are source energy that is expanding, and that's why everything is established in the way that it is. What you're thinking about from your now me, human perspective, personality, mood, attitude, what you're thinking right now is what law of attraction is responding to. And you get what you think about whether you want it or not. You live in a universe that is attraction-based with no exclusion, which means when you see something that you like and you say yes to it, you attract it. When you see something that you do not want and you shout no at it, you attract it, because there's no such thing as no in a universe that's based upon attraction. There is not a word that means no. Every word means yes, come to me. So everything you complain about says, come to me, this thing I do not want. Everything that you see in yourself that you do not like and amplify, you say, stay here, this flaw that I have picked out in my personality. I want you to stay for a really long time, and that's why I'm talking about you again today. When somebody in your life that has a personality trait that annoys you and you give your attention to it, even if you don't talk about it, you keep it active in your vibration, and that person usually is going to give that to you every time you're with them because it's active in your vibration, and law of attraction is going to say, oh, a match, oh, a match, oh, a match, oh, a match, oh, a match. So if there's something in someone, in some vibration, in some experience that you don't want, and you turn your attention from it and activate something else, and that personality trait walks into the room in this person, and it's not active in your vibration anymore because you have been focused upon other things, now it doesn't match, it doesn't match, it doesn't match, it doesn't match. And you're going to think, I'm having a very nice time. But then if you think, that person who used to have that problem doesn't seem to have that problem anymore, law of attraction says, you have a match, you have a match, you have a match, you have a match, you have a match. In other words, law of attraction is very clever, very consistent in letting you know what's active in your vibration. And isn't that nice to know? Isn't it nice to know that just by directing thought, you can learn to activate a vibration of such abundance that abundance will just find you no matter where you are and no matter what you are doing? Isn't it nice to know that when you get nice people activated in your vibration, that nice people will find you no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are? And isn't it interesting that when you get focused on room service not being good in a particular hotel, and you spend more than 68 seconds talking about it, those bad room service people will follow you all the way across the country to hotel after hotel after hotel after hotel. Because the participants in the universe cannot buck your current. You cannot receive something that's different from the vibration that's going on within you. So you say, how do I know what vibration's going on within me? And we say, look at your life. That's it. And you say, well, my life's pretty good. And we say, we know it is. And you say, except for this thing. And we say, clean it up. And you say, well, let me talk about it. I'd like to tell you about this thing that's going on in my life. And we say, it's better if you don't talk about it. You say, well, I feel compelled to tell you about this. It's a story that I've learned to tell so well. And the most important thing about it is I'm utterly right. And this other person's utterly wrong. So if you would just indulge me a little bit. And we say, it's up to you. It's your life you're messing up by telling this story. And then we say, wouldn't you like to tell a different story? And you say, I don't actually know any other stories. And we say, that's our point exactly. You've got to start telling the prosperity story until you feel it before prosperity can be your experience. You've got to start telling the life treats me good story. You've got to start telling the people are really nice to me story. You've got to start telling the it doesn't matter to whom I was born story because I am a pure positive energy being who always finds my way story. You've got to start telling the isn't it nice story. Wouldn't it be nice? Isn't life good? Isn't life good to me story? And the more you tell that story, the more fact you will have to back that up. At first, some of you will say, Abraham, for me to tell the life treats me good story, I would have to tell a bald-faced lie. And we say, tell it. Tell the lie. Tell it. Tell the lie. Tell the lie till you can't tell the difference. You do it all the time. Haven't you ever gotten together with your sister or your brother years later and you tell your version of what happened and they tell their version of what happened? They're very different versions. And so we want you to understand that everything is perceptual. And as you tell the story the way you want to live it, as you begin to extract from your past experience the best pieces of it, as you sift through the now and look for the best pieces of it. It's one of the reasons that Jerry and Esther scour the country looking for wonderful places that they can have gatherings like this because they're wanting touchstones. The other day, Jerry and Esther spent a day with Tracy, daughter, and son David, and their children, Kate and Luke. And they went to a hotel in San Antonio, even though that's where they all live. They went to a hotel and rented 2 rooms with a little private swimming pool area, and they had their own private golf carts. And for 24 hours, they did every fun thing they could think of doing in a 24-hour period. Barely slept, played and played and played and played. And then it was time for them to go their separate ways. And Kate said, she's 4, can we go to Olive Garden? It is my favorite place. Well, how can you not go to someone's favorite place? So they went to Kate's favorite place. She likes it because there are big tables and lots of crayons and fun things to do. And Jerry plays games with her from the minute they get there until the minute they leave. And so Kate and all had a wonderful coloring session at Olive Garden. And then as they were leaving, Kate looks into the street and she sees a very pretty stone. It was odd for there to be such a beautiful stone on a paved road. But Kate reached down and snatched it up and handed it to Esther and said, Grandma, you might want to keep this to remember what a fun time we had together. Jerry and Esther have recounted that moment 1,000 times at least since it happened. This is a little girl who is remembering from her broader non-physical perspective to look for the touchstones of life. And we want you to realize that creating the most incredible life that anyone could ever live is about nothing more complicated than that. It's about looking from wherever you are for the best thing that you can find and putting it in your vibrational pocket, so to speak. It's about being willing to ignore what is, stop the criticizing, never mind the things you don't want, while you scour your moment-to-moment environment for things worthy of giving to grandma to put in her pocket. And as you orient yourself in that way, it won't be a week before you'll start announcing to yourself things have improved. And it won't be a month before you're starting to acknowledge things I wanted for a long time have made their presence known to me. And by this time next year, you will be saying out loud to anyone who will hear, I know the secret of life. The secret of life is remembering my worthiness and gravitating to that knowledge of well-being. And they will say, what? That is so deep. And you'll say, oh, but it's so simple to apply. It's just reach for the best feeling thought I can find wherever I'm standing and developing a propensity for that. And they'll say, yes, but did you see what's going on CNN? And you'll say, you know, I watched that for a while in my attitude of looking for touchstones. And I found so few, it wasn't worth the mining experience. Television as a whole is worth mining, but there are some aspects of it that are so oriented in opposition to who I really am that I've stopped looking there. But there are so many places that I'm looking. And we want you to understand that we don't want you to stick your head in a hole. We don't want you to put yourself in a cave. We don't want you to try to segment yourself from the things that you consider to be bad in this world. We just want you to activate within yourself a vibration that will keep you from attracting so many of them. And the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. And if you are someone, or if you know someone who's had a hard life, then we say this will be easier for you than for anyone you know, because in that hard life you have created a vibrational escrow that is moving so fast, and your feelings of relief will be more obvious than anyone you know. When you turn in the stream from a place of strong resistance, you feel the relief in a powerful way. It's actually easier to recover from something deadly than it is to get over something minor. Because the deadly thing has put so much power in vibrational escrow. And your willingness to feel good is the only requirement. So when we say it's as easy to create a castle as a button, we mean it with everything that we are. There is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. There is nothing that you need ever to be deprived of again. This universe is resilient and filled with the abundance to serve you. Everything is queued up for your success. But you are where you are, and wherever you are is good. So when you leave, what are you going to say? I am where I am, and where I am's okay. And feel the power of that. I am where I am, and I shouldn't be here. Upstream thought. I am where I am and it's okay, downstream thought. I don't have enough money, but it's okay, turns downstream. I don't have enough money and I really want more money and I should have more money, and it's not fair that I don't have enough money, and look at that guy, he's got too much money, and look at that kid driving that car, his dad probably bought it for him, that's not right. Upstream, 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 upstream. I want a new car and I can't afford it. Upstream. I want a new car and I want it now. Upstream. I want a new car and I can't afford it. Upstream. I want a new car. I can't afford it. Upstream. I hate my car. Upstream. I don't like my car. Upstream. Nothing about my life is pleasing me. Upstream. Things might get better for me if I just chill a little. Downstream. So what would you like to talk about? We have satisfied ourselves completely.